Hello and welcome to Chapter 1, Part 2 of Orwell Ignorance is Strength. In the last chapter you saw me input Oleg Bakay's call symbol or call name, Janus, into the National Government Database, and this is basically where we left off. So here we go. Here's Ampleford. You did it. Well done. I'll leave you to your well-deserved info for a moment, to truly understand why this case is so precarious. Again, weird sentence placement, but I guess I'll live, hopefully. Alright, so this is him. He looks quite different. Yeah. In case you're wondering, yes, that really is the same person. Great, I was actually just wondering that. I guess a beard can do a lot for a guy. Okay, gotta fill in all these stats, I think. So, date of birth, May 4th, 1975. That would make him old. Well, you know, old, well, I don't want to insult people, but it's kind of old. I can't do math, I'm sorry. Okay, nationality, Pargesian, I think is how you say that. It's not a real place, is it? I don't think it's a real place. Turns out he's also a confidential informant as an officer of the Pargesian army. So he actually works for us, which is kind of interesting. Yes, Bakay is our informant, placed inside the Pargesian army for years, now vanished into thin air. You surely grasp the danger that this poses should it ever come out. Sure, it would expose you for being a snake. Very dangerous. We need to understand what happened and then possibly retrieve him. Or contain the damage. Does that mean... Okay, so retrieve him is obviously like bring him back to the nation. And contain the damage, I'm guessing, is murder him. Or murder people around him or something. Ooh, this is kind of sketchy. To get to the bottom of this, we'll have to investigate the person who called him last, Raban Vhart. You already found a trace to him before in the Beholder. I will turn Vhart into a target person now. So that means he's going to turn into one of those square things. Time to pick up from there. Yes, there he is. I think I'm just going to finish filling on all of these things though. Phone UID, yes. Luckily, Bakay is using one of our registered phone devices. It seems to be online right now. You can access it using the Insider tool, which I will unlock for you now. Here we go. Oh, so you can... Okay, we need a password. Of course. Bakay has locked his phone with our own encryption tool. I'm afraid not even Orwell can break that. You'll have to do this the old-fashioned way, by finding and applying Bakay's key. See if you can find a hint to discover his password. You may have to dig a little deeper to uncover it though, so it may be advisable to check other resources first. Right, okay, I'll do that. Alright, here it is. The only thing that we haven't filled in, coincidentally. Tends to use names of people close to him as passwords. So I guess we need to find someone close to him. Of course, we do inspect and observe the habits of our agents. What did you expect? Not very much. She seems a little bit sketchy. But of course that also means that they're observing and inspecting my habits. So, better be careful. Right. Is this... what's happening now? Okay, so we're filling in stuff for Raban Vhart now. He's an editor-in-chief of the People's Voice. Yep, one related doc. The People's Voice. We have heard of them. This preposterous news site has people rallying for protests in Parges for years. Has people rallying for protests? Has people... I'm not... that doesn't sit quite right with me, the sentence. As you can probably tell, I do literature. Judging by that call, Raban Vhart and Oleg Bakay seemed well acquainted, even if it isn't the most friendly relationship apparently. Your task here is twofold, Agent. First and foremost, we are to locate Oleg Bakay. Then, in order to understand whether Vhart is behind Bakay's disappearance, we need to find out what connects the two in the first place. Right. This is... let's see... oh, there's nothing. Oh, right, it's here. So this is his website, I'm guessing. One more thing before I let you roam freely. Remember that we are bound to the division of powers defined by the Ethical Codex. You're now leaving charted territory as far as I'm concerned, and I have to rely on data you upload to make my calls. So basically she can't see anything that I upload. No, she can only see the stuff that I upload, she can't see anything else. Doubt anything you read, especially when it comes to the people's voice. Don't give me wrong info to work with. Wrong information. Don't give me... I'm counting on you. Alright. President Puppet. Oh, okay, this is highlighted. So this is Raban Vhart himself. Looks a bit scary. Like, what's he trying to grab at? Is he trying to grab at us? He looks like he's going to strangle someone, honestly. I don't know where that was going. He just looks like he's going to strangle someone. So, he's supported by a national donation network. If we were to prove that he's doing something wrong, we could pull the plug on him. Alright, I guess we have to do that then. And then with a work email to get in touch with him or something. Very good, this will allow you to observe his work email through the listener tool. Cool. Once Raban Vhart receives an email or sends one through that account, you'll be notified and you'll be able to read it. Which is straight away. A supporter. Pretty unspecific, huh? I see you found your first non-target person. Good. Orwell will keep track of them, but no data chunks or new documents for them will appear. I must authorize them to become a target person first, and I'll only do so if I feel it's necessary. Right, so this is the email from his supporter, or to his supporter. I have no doubt that there'll be a great stir very soon. So he's planning something. What is he planning? For all we know, this guy's been trying to cook up a large-scale stir for years. I don't see it happening quite yet. Yes, he has succeeded to some extents. Extents, not extends. But okay. With the ongoing riots, but we can keep the situation under control. I feel bad. What if this wasn't originally written in English? If it wasn't originally written in English, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess it's understandable if it wasn't. Right, so a new article. Crime rate continues to drop as a result of the safety bill. If you played the first game, you would probably know what all of this is about, but I don't think it's that important right now. I mean, I guess we can come back to it later. What do these stars mean? Does it mean there's more stuff to highlight? Or more stuff to look at? Do we just click on these? Oh, here we go, right. For all we know, Kasant is being controlled by the nation's shadiest administration. So this is... oh no, that's Kasant, I think. And then this is supposed to be the nation. And it's the president of Parges. Okay, so that's what he thinks or believes. President Puppet. I've seen the memes before. Ooh, very topical. The nation would have zero factual benefit from control over Parges. I'm just gonna say Parges, I think. I guess we're treading into territory where facts aren't given any weight. Stand up and march the streets. Updates on this via their Blabber account. Blabber. Right, okay. And he said, let there be riots, and there were riots. How did this man gain such an immense influence over his followers? She says a lot, I've noticed. Blabber, okay. Oh, this is like Twitter, I guess. Actually, it looks just like Twitter. I mean, you know, cultural references. Alright, this yellow means that there's conflict. So these two are conflicting each other. So it's either A, he's not happy that Oleg Bouquet has gone missing, or B, he is satisfied with him going missing. Let's see. Okay. So it looks like he said he's not happy in reference to someone calling him out. And this, he said, unprompted. So I'm going to go with unprompted one because it seems more real. And he's not defending, or... yeah, he's not defending himself in this one. So I'm going to do that. Of course he had to brag about Bouquet's disappearance after the threat. Still, That doesn't answer whether Vhart is responsible for what happened. Right, okay. And then this last one, he basically sees mainstream media as the enemy. Great. Although it does kind of seem like he's the mainstream media with 247,000 listeners. But you know, you do you. Now that's a classic one. Demonize the free press. Straight from the Dictator's Guide to Supreme Rule. Okay. Ooh, discussion. What have you done, Raban? What has he done? So Shannon is upset because they're accusing them of having kidnapped and or killed this man, Oleg Vhart. Illya Vhart, the brother, the cousin. Let's not jump to conclusions. I'm sure that Raban can offer an explanation. Then Shannon is really going for it. I'm starting to doubt whether the people's voice represents what I stand for. And she never signed up to be labeled as a criminal. We don't threaten people, we don't kidnap people, and we certainly do not kill people. Raban Vhart, the classy guy he is, says, "Calm down, Shannon. Since when do you believe what the National Beholder prints?" And he says he has nothing to do with his disappearance, but he does admit to have threatened him. So, in that goes. Raban Vhart mixes truth and lies adeptly to trick people. Take whatever he publishes with a grain of salt, as there are typically few truths. Be very, very careful when dealing with him, Agent. I have to rely solely on you. Okay, so according to this, Raban Vhart and Vhart both formerly lived in Prava of Parges, and Raban Vhart took care of Oleg Vhart's daughter, which is interesting. It doesn't sound like Oleg Vhart would actually entrust Vhart with his daughter, but okay. Ah, I see. The two know each other from back when they lived in Parges. Well done, Agent. Thank you. Quite proud of myself. With the basic connection between the two clarified, our in-depth research of the lead up to this phone call can now begin. Great. I need you to investigate and upload anything that you think is relevant and accurate about the background of these two. Discard anything else. From what you gather, I'll put together the theory about what happened and what we're going to do about it. At the very least, we need solid motive for Raban Vhart making this threat to Oleg Vhart and an explanation as to how Vhart could contact him on his protected phone. Yes, we do. If you need to keep track of your objectives, click on the Orwell eye in the upper left corner of the screen or press escape. Right, so these are the objectives. Motive, how he was able to contact, the whereabouts, and the key to Oleg Vhart's phone. Anything else? This is a conflict with something we haven't found yet. Okay, let's go find that. Blabber again. What the hell? So you started threatening Pargesian soldiers now? This is going too far, says Moonrise Hell. Ooh, I used the wrong voice for that. Anyway, this guy is mad. Okay, he's being attacked by the public about allegedly threatening Oleg Vhart. I mean, that's reasonable. It does appear as if the guy's dead or missing, so I hope you don't expect me to feel pity for Vhart. I don't. Oh right, I'm supposed to upload background. That was not background. Ooh, listener. What is this? More mail? This is from unknown person, but it's also from Illya, so I don't know why it says unknown person. And Illya is the brother, not the cousin. Okay, so they both immigrated to the nation. One related document found. Good. What should I read first? FTP or a journey? Let's read the journey. Okay. Oh, the author is Raban Vhart. And he says he can't walk. Oh, this is not going well. There you go. This genuinely surprises me. How did that happen? Looks like you're getting your chance to investigate a medical profile, even if it's not your own, like in the aptitude test. Ha ha ha. So she does know everything about me. Great. Wait, let's take a look at this photo first. So it looks like we said goodbye to our dear home. See you on the other side. So it looks like this might be Illya Vhart or something. And this is Raban Vhart. And they're escaping from something that's just been bombed. Maybe a house? Okay, let's look at this. Is a link, I think. Will life really be better in the nation? We do not know. Especially since the most important national news outlet recently published articles suggesting Pargesian refugees be likely terrorists. Let's click on that. Yep, wave of Pargesian refugees likely to cause rise in terrorism. Should the nation let Pargesian war escapees into the country? This is very current, actually, very relatable to the real world, I guess. Okay, but there's nothing to highlight, so I guess we'll just leave that for now. It's saved. Where is it saved? Oh, here. Okay, so every page we look at is saved in this little bit. What should we do? Let's look at his medical records. Okay, so we need to fill in his stats. Ooh. Currently residing in Outer Bonton Reception Camp. What, still? I doubt that somehow. Well, okay then. He'd been buried by concrete blocks for at least 24 hours, following the bombing of a school building in his hometown in Prava. Oh, so it was a school, not a house. But I guess it's still his hometown. So it's still his home. Alright, that sucks. What, Brian? He survived this? Okay. Anything else? Oh, he's now in a manual wheelchair. Okay. Does she have any smart comments? Nope. No smart comments. Okay. What else do I need to look at? What are these? Is there anything else? Oh. No. Oh, I still haven't found the conflict. Projects? No. Okay, let's go here. What are you planning on doing against the FTP? Okay, so Jelena is thinking about leaving Prava because the FTP started a civil war. And the mayor says the administration of Prava is currently in contact with the Pargesian army. He doesn't have much to say, but he just says stay safe. And he wants the Pargesian army to help protect the town from the FTP. Thomas says, "This is a joke, right? Keep calm, people are dying out there." Right, and then Mrs. Toscola says that she's really worried about her children. They both attend Prava Secondary, and she would much rather they stay at home instead of going to school. I'm sure their children feel a little bit that way too. And then Raban Vhart, he says he understands Miss Toscola's concerns, and apparently he's also the principal of the school. Interesting. Any smart comments? Yeah, well, that might explain his preachy attitude. Cool, okay. She's a bit pushy, isn't she? And go where? The nation? This pitiful stretch of land? Never. Oh, this is Olegwike. So, oh, this is the conflict we were looking for. So this is, he doesn't think highly of the nation and never wants to go there, which was published in 2006, versus this comment in 2017. Ooh, but this comment is made by Raban Vhart, which is probably less reliable, right? We keep getting told that he's not very reliable. So I'm gonna not believe what Raban Vhart says, and believe what Olegwike says himself. So I'm gonna push that into his. Also, yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that this Olegwike with the beard feels more in tune with this Olegwike with the beard. And it looks like they're both very pro-Pargesian army. Whereas this guy looks more nation-y, I think. I mean, I don't know that much about the two countries, but I think this is like a nation look and this is a Pargesian look. So yeah, I'm gonna drag this in. Okay, upload complete. Is that so? Doesn't exactly account for his loyalty to us. Ooh, am I setting something up? Am I gonna frame him? The school administration has requested protection by Pargesian army. That's pretty decent of Raban, I guess. Even if he does think the FTP is doing alright. Wait, army protection for a school? Seriously, things must have been really bad, or someone must have been really worried. Yeah. The school... Okay, so he installed an autonomous shelter in the school's library, which is also pretty decent. If he's protecting all the kids and everything, you know? An autonomous shelter at school seems a bit overprotective if you ask me, but then again, considering he thought about getting the army for protection, this pales in comparison. I mean, I don't think it's that bad if it's actually like a civil war. I understand why he did it. The unsung hero that you need to know about. Ooh, and this is Raban Vhart, I'm guessing, with his wheelchair. Who's this by? Illya Vhart, the brother. Oh yeah, my brother is the hero and this article will prove it to you. Raban ran out to the shed and saved these children from certain death in a hellish attack. So that's why he was buried under all that rubble. Saving others while risking his own life. Now I see why his followers treat him like an almost religious figure. Well, agent, I think it has become clear already that Raban Vhart is only a shadow of his former self. His actions today are what matters. Well, she did just tell me to look into the background, but okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so this guy says the FTP should pay for this. It was them who were responsible for the horrible attack. And then the people's voice says, no, it's not the FTP. It was a military bombardment. Huh. Interesting. Which would explain why he's against Oleg Bhart, because he's working for both militaries, I guess. I'm not sure if there's anything else. Oh wait, I didn't go through all this, did I? Or did I? Oh no, I missed this. Oh yeah, I did read it though. I do think the FTP is fighting for the right causes, which I mentioned earlier. Terrorists fits the picture. Ooh, and finally, daughter Radka. I think this is the close person, right? Because the passwords thing says that he uses... Hold on, let's find it. Oh yeah. Has the habit of using names of people close to him as passwords. This is the only person we know. And she cares about him. No, he cares about her. Because he wants her to be taken care of while he's gone. So... I guess we're gonna try and open his phone. Although there is something else. Oh, wow, okay. Should we read this and then look at his phone? Or look at his phone first? Let's go to home first. Ooh, crime statistics continuing to get faked. Nothing to highlight there. Then this last one, and then we'll go look at the phone. I have a reason to believe he was involved in this horrid attack in the school. So he's accusing Oleg Bhart of murder, basically. Which would be understandable. Oh, no, okay, wrong one. Which would help us understand why he really hates Oleg Bhart, I guess. If he really believes that, this would be a strong motive. Good. We can't work solely on what Raban Vhart believes, though. We need to clarify whether there are any more hints of Bhart being involved in this. I know he was one of the people in charge during the private school attack, since knowing what would happen, he did not let his daughter attend that day. Okay. So now I guess you better look at the phone. Wonder what we're gonna find. Probably something incriminating, right? And... go. Radka.